Yo, everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today with that boy Tazzy, we have another VOD review. Tazzy's currently in Platinum, so we're going to be going through, seeing what you did well, things you could do better and stuff like that. Ready to go, my friend?
Go.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. Okay, so there's going to be a few things you do that, you know, obviously are going to be small adjustments. We're not worried about that. We're just going to look at your overall play and just kind of what's going on here. So you go across, first things first, you go through, okay? So you kind of just clear out the catwalk area. So right now, we're going to talk about tunnel vision. And we're going to go through in a second. I want to play this first bit out, then we'll go through what I wanted to go through. Okay, cool. So right there, that first play, okay? What you've basically done is, like, no matter what rank you are, okay, this is a similar breakthrough as a main AR, right? You're going to go to these left stairs. The funny thing is I actually make this exact same route myself. So I like to go up these left stairs. I like to chuck my stun over. Just to, you know, just like you did, right? Chuck my stun, chuck my nade, because we know they're going to be in the same head glitch. So we're kind of having a head glitch off. And then what we're hoping is somebody scams. We're hoping one of them scam. You get a kill, then you get catwalk control. Is that what you're kind of hoping?
Correct, yeah.
Yeah, okay, cool. Same as me. That's exactly what I'm hoping for. Now, one thing that you didn't quite really take care of, that I want you to also do, is worry about the left-hand side, okay? So in this situation, there was not one time where you looked at the left. You just, like, looking at this break here, right? This is definitely what you want to do. What you're doing is fine. But if we go through and open it on tac maps as well, can you see there's still this extra bit of the map that you're not really covering, okay? So right now you have a teammate with you. First of all, I like that your mini-map's bigger, a lot better. That's exactly what you want to have. As we go through right there, okay? So you're standing... where are we? We are on P2. So you're standing around there. Your teammate's behind you. You have one teammate middle, and you have one teammate that looks like he's around there, okay? So right now, you could see that you're going to the left. The only thing I would say is you also need to just worry about this far left. Just peek it, just to make sure no one's there, okay? What do you think about that?
Yeah, I would agree.
Yeah, so it's just a small detail. Now, as we go through, I don't mind what you did here. Again, that's absolutely fine. You get no stuns, so you know no one's there. So this is where I would have said, again, this is just me being a little bit, I would say, a bit more paranoid here. This is what I want you to start becoming. Just kind of a bit more paranoid in a good way, though. Maybe it's a different word to use, but right now, you see you're watching this area and you see no stuns. That means no one's there. Your teammates got heal. So in terms of the 3 lanes, you have 0 intel right now. So I would just think, based on the fact that no one's here, there's a chance that they could be on the left street. You see why I'm gathering that thought? Because you're not seeing anyone there, there's actually a higher chance they're on the left street. So I would have said check it out, okay? So now we go through. Again, you haven't seen anyone here, but we know somebody's probably playing around there. We haven't got any other info, so we're going to go through. As soon as you go through now, what you're doing is you're playing the risk that they're going to now do a late push, okay? So you still have to kind of think about what your plan is here. In this situation, this is where sometimes holding is better than pushing. And let me explain what I mean by this, okay? As we look through the maps right now, you are standing right there. By you standing there, let's see where your team are. You see how your team actually have control of the hill. Let's play it out a little bit more. Let's play it out a little bit more till your teammates get a few, you know, a few stuff going. Look at the map, look at the map. Okay, right there. You see your teammates have 2 people on the hill, right? That tells me that we actually have map control. We have 2 people on the hill. I have cat control. They haven't pushed yet. I'm not too worried about them right now because they haven't pushed. So sometimes you're better off holding. And this is one of those times. Because you holding catwalk here, what does that do? Tell me what you holding catwalk does right now. If you were on catwalk, right? If you backed away and you were standing right here. Let's say you stood exactly how you did now. What does that do for you? Give me the advantage that does.
Well, I was trying to hold catwalk so I could shoot down on enemies.
No, but remember, no. I'm asking this question, though, okay, Tazzy? So what you've done in the gameplay is the past. So now we're having an open conversation with this. So right now, you sitting where I've marked, right? What is the advantage of this? I'm asking over what you did. We'll go through what you did after, but I'm just asking, what is the advantage of doing this?
You're securing this lane.
Okay, so exactly that. So what you just said is you're securing this lane, okay? So right now, this is a guarantee that nobody could come through catwalk and get a kill on your teammate. The reason why this is sometimes better is because your team already have control. What you did was you went there to help your team take care of P1, right? But the issue is if you die from someone pinching you, then your team are automatically dead. So sometimes as an AR, your job is to hold a lane and just hold it. And you holding the lane is enough because that's making sure your teammates don't have to worry about this. Like if I'm the sub on the hill right now, right? What would I rather? Would I rather you help me out and then die and we get 2P, or would I rather you just hold this lane and I know that the cat was covered? I would always rather somebody watching over me and kind of holding that lane. So another thing is, what side of the map are you on? Are you on the good side or the bad side for P2?
A good side.
Okay, so you have the good side, and you're watching over your teammates. Do you see why I said sometimes you can just relax? Because the only thing is they've not pushed you, so they're playing slow. That's fine. Just let them play slow. There's no issue with that. Okay? So just chill, hold this angle. And what would have happened? What would have happened is, let's play this out. You see right there? Now look, you see you're standing there. As soon as you stood there, I knew you were dead because you're watching over your teammate, but you're so vulnerable now. You're watching the same angle as your teammate. You go through, even right there, if you just held the angle, you would have killed that guy. So you would have killed that guy and you would have been able to have catwalk control, and it would have been harder for them to hold it. Catwalk is such a valuable position that sometimes you just got to play your life there a little bit, okay?
Catwalk? Yeah.
Okay. So now you go through. So you see right there, another thing. Let's look back, all right? Did you notice something as well? Did you notice the kill cam? Did you notice the kill cam? I want you to look at the kill cam. What's that blue dot? That's his teammate. So if you actually played where we wanted, right at the start, what could you have done? You could have watched this area, seen no one there, slide backwards, watch the left, and then just patrol this area, and you actually would have got both of them. So those scenarios is what I want you to play a bit more disciplined. You see how interesting that is that I called out the left earlier, and that actually is what happened. It's all about anticipation. I obviously haven't seen this. You just sent it to me, right? So it's just me anticipating what could happen. So what's your kind of thoughts as we go through that? So that's like the first play. Again, nothing like KD now, and this is just a domino effect you have because now you die, you spawn out, and it gets a bit mixing. You can see this is just the first minute of the gameplay. We're talking so much about it because it's not about these little plays. I just want you to understand the thought process so you can apply it wherever you are. This, for me, it's about you understanding the thought process more than the little plays. Okay, so that's kind of my thought process there. You just want to hold catwalks, you're a bit more annoying. Okay, you go through. Now this is where I didn't mind what you're doing. It's a bit more risky, but you need to break the hill, you see. So this is where you're pushing, because like right now, if you stay here, do you get any value from this?
Well, we don't have the hard point, so
do you think you get more? Yeah, so keep going with that thought. So you don't have the hard point, so do you think you get any value from this?
Not really, unless you know, my teammates are surrounding the hard point, I guess.
Yeah, exactly. So you're right. So I want you to be a bit more confident in your answer, right? Because I want you to explain to me as we go through, so I know you're understanding. So right there, you don't get value because your teammates aren't on the hill. So you sitting here holding isn't really giving a lot of value. You're watching Cap, but you're not really doing anything. And they have the spawns. So in this situation, it's worth pushing up, even if you die, because you're potentially making a play. Do you see what I'm trying to say, though? When you were on that side, my point was it wasn't worth pushing up because you had all the advantage. Where right now, it's worth pushing up to get the advantage. You with me on that?
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah? Okay, cool. Just keep going through.
So I think I was trying to hold the catwalk, and then I saw the red dot. That's why I was trying to pursue it.
Yeah, no, don't worry about what you were thinking then. I want you to have a fresh mind now. We're watching it together because there's gonna be loads of small mistakes. So I want you to get out of the frame of, oh, that's why I did that. I want you to be in the frame of, oh, that's not a good play, or even watching it, knowing what you did, thinking, is that the best play? Okay, that's the new frame I want you to adapt. So basically, the way we go through this together is me and you are looking at this together to pinpoint every small mistake. If you have the frame of that's why you did it, then it's gonna be hard for you to kind of change your opinion. But I want you to constantly change your opinion here. That's the point of a VOD review, right? It's to look at it with a fresh perspective, as if you weren't watching yourself, as if right now I didn't tell you. If I said to you this was Dashy's gameplay and you're like, hang on, it's not Dashy's gameplay, we're trying to find out what makes a difference. Does that make sense?
Yeah,
so that's how I want you to look at it.
What you know, you're saying to aim down at the hard point to kill some enemies, or
well, what I'm saying is, again, so it's not those micro things. I can't say, oh, right here you should be aiming down. I just want you to understand what's going on and how you read the map. There's different decisions to be made there, okay? So the first point was just why you made a wrong play by dying, and now it's just about understanding what your options are. This isn't a great situation anyways, because, you know, you guys are breaking the hill. So right now my point was just like, I can see why you would push up here, because now my whole point was the difference between standing on this side and standing on that side. That was just my main point, that when you were here, you had everything to lose, so you shouldn't overcommit. Where now, you don't really have any advantage. So even if you go to make a play, it kind of makes sense. You kind of have to, you're kind of forced to make a play, is my point, okay? So you're going to go through. So yeah, my point was I don't mind what you did right here. I actually don't mind it, right? Because you're going through. So as we go through, 20 seconds left, this we have to once again think, okay, if I die here, we lose basically the whole map because my team are nowhere near me. So again, this is where you have to think for the bigger picture, which is potentially getting spawns or potentially going around and trying to help your team or just trying to play your life fair. So we go through, as you go towards the hill, you see how you die there? That's where I would have maybe played it a bit different. And again, this is where the bigger picture's coming in. Right now, you have a few decisions to be made. There's 20 seconds left. If you go left here and try to pinch, what is your best case here? Your best case is you sneak in, you get one, but you're probably going to get traded immediately. So I'm looking at how far your teammates are. Look at the top with me. How far do you think your teammates are from the minimap?
I guess I don't really know the answer to that. If they're not within if they're
No,
not
but
actually on
yeah. Well, just
the mini
generally,
map,
yeah. Again, so like you're saying you don't know the answer, but you do because it's like
they're greater than 20 meters out, I guess.
I mean, I don't. Yeah, I don't want you to like stress too much about that. I feel like one thing you do even from last time is like you stress really about the little things. I want you to just generalize things, right? So it's like, for example, right now the point was they're not close to you. They're not close enough to trade, right? Like you said, you can't see them on your minimap, but you could. They're not like look how far they are. Even if they were on the minimap, they're so far away that they're not even like Catwalk yet. They're not close enough to trade you. Is the kind of the main point here. So you should just think right now. Okay, if I go to the left here, there's a high chance of me dying because my teammates aren't with me. Where if I go to the right, maybe play my life, go to the back, I can at least block the spawns and try to like bring some chaos towards me in the corner.
Yeah.
See where I'm coming from? Like right now, let's look at this tac maps, okay? This is their team. They're red, okay? They're red. So your teammates are around here. You can't see them. That's the point. Like you said, greater than 20 meters. Again, we don't need to like know the exact thing. All we need to know is like they're not close enough to trade. Like you see right here, this is not close enough to trade. So you're kind of going through, right? So my only question is now, like, because your teammates aren't even pushed up here, they could have something like you saw no one Catwalk, right? They might have something like this. We don't really know, but they might have something like this. We just don't know, okay? So in this situation, my only thing is like you going through, what are the chances that you get the kills to actually break this hill? It's not very likely. So in my head, I'm just playing for the likely outcome, which is right now, if I can kind of go through and rotate and go through the outer skirts and try to get around, you can kind of bring the pressure towards you. Now, these guys, you kind of want them to go towards you. Why? Because it takes them away. You see how you've taken them away now? Your blue one. You see how you've taken them away? That gives your teammates the number advantage. That's how you want to play it. Because then you have a higher chance of your teammates breaking. Instead of you trying to help them, you should be taking people away. It's an easier way of helping your team. You see, it's the same thing you're trying to do. You're trying to help your team, right? But with my method, you're also blocking the spawns. So you're actually playing for P2 and you're helping your teammates out a little bit. What do you think about that right there?
Yeah, no, I completely agree. I mean, I won't repeat myself, but I know what I was.
No, go for it.
What happened there? I was trying to get the kill from the mini map.
So you kind of tunnel vision a little bit, but do you see again the effect it has? Yeah. By the way, when I say don't think about the past, of course you can. It's more about like I want you to just be open-minded. So if you want to talk about why you did it, that's not a problem. But I also want you to think like openly, because I know I've done a lot of VOD reviews on myself, right? So when I used to play Modern Warfare 2, I used to do VOD reviews on myself, and so I used to think, oh, that's why I did it. But and then sometimes it kind of made me like, you know, like it's hard to explain, but it's like I know why I made a play, even though it's the wrong play, because I know why I made it. I'm kind of defending the play, so I had to get out of that habit and like understand that no, that was just a bad play. Even though I made it on purpose, it wasn't the right play, and that's the hard shift in mindset. So that's what I'm trying to explain to you, because I used to do that.
And I agree with that. I mean, I would just say there, like, maybe it's okay. I could have followed the red dot, but I mean, I followed them all the way to the hard point, you know, and I got shot, right?
Yeah,
and I didn't go and do what you said, right? I didn't take a step back, maybe wrap around, you know, hold the anchor the spawn. You know what I'm saying? Like,
for sure. So, yeah, the red dot's information, right? Like you could say, okay, he's on the hill, but you know, I've gone past him. You know, I'm playing for a bigger thing here. So now we go through. So you break the hill. That's fine. Good play. There's one more there. You know, he's going to be on the left. Again, just mechanically, I want you to be a little bit faster. So if I just watch your mechanics compared to like, forget everything else, right? Just in terms of pure mechanics, I definitely want you to be a bit smoother. Now, I know you've just transitioned into controller, so I don't expect it to look like Shotsy just yet, right? But I definitely want you to still work on those kind of things. What we're doing right now is kind of going through your game awareness and stuff, but generally your mechanics will help you. So I want you to be a bit more confident with your sliding around the map and just being a little bit more, I would say, smooth with your movement. The way I look at this personally is like, right now, you are like so behind the curve because you haven't played on controller, right? So in terms of your controller like reps, like, let's just say controller reps. I'll give you a perfect example. Have you been playing Marvel Rivals recently?
No.
Okay, have you heard of it? Have you seen it kind of taken over?
Yeah, I've heard it, yeah.
Okay, so I have, I've been playing on controller, and it's really difficult because there's no aim assist on that game, you know? I'm an aim assist merchant, Tazzy, so I have to rely on my aim assist here. So we've been going through, playing on that, it's really difficult. So I went on keyboard and mouse, and I've never played on keyboard and mouse. I couldn't even move. So just the first thing for me to improve wasn't my game awareness. I just had to get reps in my controller, my keyboard and mouse, to be able to shoot and move, right? So right now, for me, your controller reps are low. So an easy way you can get to diamond is, just as a side note, every day when you play, I need you to get closer and closer to getting more controller reps. I want you to spend 30 minutes just warming up. Keep warming up, keep practicing your mechanics, because every time you shoot like 1,000 bots, imagine you have like a COD CV, right? And it's like, right now, how many controller kills do you have? Let's say you have 1,000 controller kills. I want that number to be 10,000, and you're just naturally going to become more mechanically gifted. Besides all the game and winner stuff we're going through, I want you to do that as well. That's just a constant repetition, okay? Because right now, you see you're moving around. It's just a little bit stiff. Like, you're kind of walking around. There's no slide cancels as much as I want with your Omni movement. I just want it to be a bit more, you know, a bit more free, okay? We're going to go through the front here. Great read. So as soon as your teammate spawns there, turn around quicker and reposition. That's fine. So right now we know they're coming through that front corner. Okay. So right now, what's a good play to do right now? If I pull, what's the best play you could do right now?
I think I do something similar to it, but I go to that crate and I use that as a cover, and I point directly at that area that you mentioned.
Okay. So again, just angle wise, one thing I would say is what you did is fine. A few things there. Okay. So one is not get tunnel vision, okay? We know the danger right now is coming through that left side, right?
Yeah.
But there's also a danger area of middle, because no one's watching middle. So right now, there's a few things you could do. The actual smart play right now, to be honest with you, there's one world where here you actually identify that most people on your team are watching the left lane. The person behind you is probably going to pick up left as well, because it's like the easiest way to get kills right now. Would you agree? Like, this is like the easiest way to get kills. So there's one world where you actually wrap right here, if you look at the attack maps, and you actually watch the middle door. So you make sure that your teammates don't get pinched through middle. That's one thing you can do. The other thing is you go up top like you're doing now. So instead of going to that Hegglers, go up top, chuck a stun and grenade over, and then kind of watch your pinch. So the point was just kind of maximizing your chance of watching not only this middle, but also helping your teammates. And the way you do that is by using your equipment. So again, this is what I want to say. I didn't want to tell you, oh, you have to do this, but I want you to understand what your goal should be. The way you execute is down to your playstyle. So for example, right now, what you could do is chuck a stun there, chuck a grenade there, slide to the right, and just watch the middle door and kind of catwalk push. Or you could go to the left like you did, you know, watch it for 1 second, clear it out, and then back away and watch your pinch here. Okay, that's the one thing I would say is the difference between like when I'm in iridescent and kind of lobbies here is just the pacing difference. So right now, let me show you. So right now you go through, again, the way you approach the corner, we went through this in mechanics, right? What I want you to do here, slide cancel to the corner. I don't want you walking to the corner. I want you slide cancel into the corner. You know why? Because if he's pre-aiming the head glitch, let me show you. If he's pre-aiming this head glitch right here, right there, he takes your head off because you're not cameraing the corner. So you need to be slide canceling to the corner. That's just mechanically, we need to just start to do that naturally, okay? The next thing is right now you go through, again, you see him as soon as you shoot him, great shots. I like what you did, the tap fire, perfect. Right now, your whole team's there. But again, do you see you see right now, we didn't even catch it. You see your teammates going to the left? As soon as your teammate goes to the left now, you should realize, okay, no one is watching middle. My teammate that was with me is also left. And this is where you could say, okay, let me watch middle. But do you see how this was the easier kill to get, so you naturally went towards it? That's not a bad play, but just about picking up that middle, that's the stealthless play that gets you the wins. What's your thoughts on that? Sorry to stop you right now, because look at this, okay? Look at your arrows. If I pause this right now and show you the screenshot, who should watch middle right now? What circle should watch middle? That 1, 2, 3, or 4?
No, yeah, right.
Probably you, right? Because you're the furthest right. Yeah. So even if you watched middle and nobody came through there, guess what? That means they're all coming through the left. Your teammates will kill them. So sometimes you could just watch an area to cut that lane. Now look, now you get pinched through there. They come right through middle, which I wanted you to watch. You could have watched it from their stair glitch or anything. So sometimes it's about taking your time and understanding it. Now look how far you spawn out. So this is why I say to people, don't worry about the kills. Just play the gaps. Look at the map, see what's empty, and that's a hard thing in itself. It may result in less kills sometimes, but if you really want to win, not every single person is getting the most kills. Now, your actual playstyle and your role you play is what I'm tailoring this towards. Because you've seen these gaps and you could have picked those up. And to be honest, every time I've showed you here, it would have actually resulted in more kills for you. So sometimes when you're playing the safer, the smarter way, it actually gives you more kills. Are you seeing why? Because those are the routes people are going to push through. And now look, you're spawning way out like you mentioned. This is the harder break now. If you were going up against a good team now, they keep you trapped here, okay? So this is where it gets a bit difficult. So we're going to go through again, 3 down, really good stuff here. Again, just opening up the angles. I don't mind what you're doing here. Just hold the angle now. That's fine. This is actually fine what you're doing. Again, maybe slide cancelling out a little bit. Perfect. Great shots there. That's unfortunate. So right there, I think one thing you could have done is just slide cancel to the left, maybe play an angle, but that was good. Good shots from you. Let's start rotating here, okay? This is huge. This is really huge. I never want you to go right here. I'm going to go through this explanation, then we can kind of play out for a little bit. In this situation, we're on P2. We're on P2, and I'm going to show you something. Your whole team is over here, okay?
Yep.
There's 8 seconds left. There's 8 seconds left. We want to get towards P3, but what we want to do is let's think about the bigger picture here, okay? If we spawned here, in this scenario, the enemies probably spawned around there, but the back spawn was probably blocked, okay? Something like that. So let's just say they're around there and they're rotating. Happy with, let's just say it like that. Happy with that?
Yeah.
Is that okay? Okay, cool. In this scenario, you want to actually get around here, because you not only want P3 spawns, in this specific one, you want P4 as well, because this is such a money hill. So right now, the way you rotate is really impactful because it's going to influence the spawns. Let's say you're going through this way like this. For the remaining of P2, for the next 10 seconds or whatever it is, right? You are giving the game, you're telling the game, right now, you going right here, there's 10 seconds left, okay? Even if one of them are standing there, by you going this way, you're telling the game to spawn you here. But that's the opposite of where you want to spawn. You want to be spawning there. So you need to tell the game, like, you need to get as far away as possible from there to give you a higher chance of not spawning there. You see where I'm coming from? So when you're rotating now, you should be rotating through the left so that you can try to go through. You know why? Let me explain why. Imagine you rotate left here and you kill this player. You kill number 2. And let's say their guy was standing there. Their guy wasn't concentrating. He was standing there, right? What happens now? What do you think happens now? Number 2 dies. He actually will spawn on the old hill there. And that's perfect for you. So that's why you want to rotate this smarter way. Do you have any questions, or talk to me about that, what I just explained?
No, I agree.
But many people don't really think about that.
I can tell you what my thought process was.
Go for it. Go for it.
No, I agree.
What was your thought process, do you think?
I love the spot on top. What was it? Top trophy.
Well, up here. But the thing is, this is really bad for you to love this spot because you're giving yourself the bad spawns. So like in this point, this is a really, really bad play by you prioritizing this spot. This spot is a good spot when you're trying to clear the hill like this, but it's not a good spot to prioritize because you rather hold it from that side, because then you're holding P3 and P4, right? So do you see how this is? Again, look what happens now. You go through and you're giving yourself, you're telling the game, I want to spawn this side.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's like, just be a bit careful there, bro. Okay. So again, these kills, I'm not saying they're bad kills. They're definitely useful kills. But you're telling the game, the longer you stay here, you're telling the game, keep me here, keep me this side, keep me this side. And that's what we don't want to do. Because now look, you're getting kills, you're getting kills. Now your teammate pushes up again. It's a little bit easier. 4 go down. Watch your left there. I would say they can spawn on your left there. They could spawn on your left and get a split spawn. Okay, yeah, so that's right there, just like we expected them to spawn there. And again, we want to be out of there, bro. We want them to spawn there. Do you see how it kind of was a bit, I'm not going to say lucky, but it was a bit easy. Against like a really good team there, I think it'll be a bit harder. So right now, 3 go down, immediately, your first thought right here, okay? I don't know what you're going to do, but I'm going to tell you what I think you should do. Right now, your first thought should say, right, I'm going to post up this top window and watch the right-hand side and the middle. Between the two, that's it. I'm gonna make sure we have an even playing field because we've got someone top left, someone top right. That should be your thought process. Let's see what you do.
Before we kind of move forward,
yeah, go for it.
So, and I hear that like you want to have the P3 spawns on the P4 side because that's what I've tried doing that, and sometimes we always end up spawn flipping. And I don't know if it's like it's a squad-based type of thing you need to control, but because when you're in gold or platinum, there's a lot of people just staying on the hard point. Yeah, so they're not really playing for spawns in that regard, Okay. And so it's hard for me to control the map in the way that you're saying, because I'm not on a squad, telling people, hey.
But you're the player though, but you're the one right now who's giving the bad spawns to your team. So right now let me explain how spawns actually work and I'll show you what I mean, okay? So let's go through P3, okay?
What I do from that location is I'll first 20 seconds I'll stay there, and then I'll tell my team, all right, hey, start rotating.
No, but
push
why
up
are
to the
you?
next.
Yeah, but this is the point. You're getting away with it because the players you're going up against just aren't good, right? The truth is they're not great. So when I'm saying like right now you're going this side, right, to clear the hill, the point is against a good team, they're gonna trap you this side the whole time. So my point is right now you should be, instead of fighting from here, like you should already be at their top R. Like you should be top here, fighting from this side, because then you can hold this hill and trap them there. It's always easier to hold a point than to break a point. So my point is like, I get what you're saying. Again, the team, I completely understand. You're playing solo queue, right? That I completely understand it. As someone that solo queues, I completely get it. You know, I'm not telling you to like, as a team, control the spawns, but you as an individual can single-handedly manipulate the spawns in this lobby because no one understands it. So people are always going to make the wrong plays. So let me explain how spawns work and I'll show you what I mean, okay? So right now, we're on P3. There's one spawn point, which is right here, okay? So we're going to call spawn point A. And spawn point B is around here. Happy with that?
Yeah.
Okay, we're going to call this spawn point C. This is how it works. You tell me actually, how do you think it works? Like, what do you think happens when, let's say you're blue-red, let's say you're red number 1 and you stand here, what do you think happens now? Like, what are you doing to these spawns?
Are you talking about P4 or are you talking about P3?
P4.
Okay, yeah, if I'm at A,
yeah,
then I'm blocking that spawn.
Okay, and what does that mean? So you're blocking the spawn, so what does that mean?
Well, it's a better spawn location for P4 because it's pretty close to the hill.
No, but you said you're blocking the spawn, so what does that mean? Your teammate spawns with you?
That means that the enemy's not going to spawn there.
Okay, perfect. There, that's the difference. Okay, so it means the enemies aren't going to spawn there. So when you stand here, the enemies can't spawn there, so they spawn around here, okay? Now, right now, where are your team going to spawn naturally?
With me.
Okay, cool. What would make it so your team don't spawn with you?
If there was an enemy as well in that
area. Perfect. So let's say someone's standing there and you're standing there, right? You have both blocked the spawn. So where does red spawn right now? Where would your red teammate spawn?
Okay, C. They just spawn C.
Because they can't spawn B, right? Because they're there. Right. So this is why it's important to understand what you said to me was this. You said like you want to go through there. This is on P3 now. You wanted to kind of go through there, clear the hill, then push through for spawns, right? But I'm saying, why are you going through the bad side to clear the hill to push through? Because against a good team, they're going to hold you there. You need to go for the spawns when it's the easiest, which is the earliest, right? Because then no one's there. No one's fighting for it. Everyone fights for it near the end, right? So you want to go early. You want to be holding these spawns first. And this is how you want to hold it for P3. You want to hold P3 like this. You want to hold P3 from this side of the map. Like this. Like, imagine how hard this is to break. Imagine you're the red team now and you're on P3. That's how you want to hold it. You want the blue team to come from the bad side from the start, because then you have so much room to work with, okay? So that's the one thing I want you to change, because what you were doing is you kept going to, like you said, you like that spot, right? But then the problem is you're kind of giving yourself bad spawns. Now, what happens is this. In these kind of lobbies, you're going to have someone, this is a good setup, you're going to have someone here, he doesn't understand the spawn, so he's going to be over there. Okay, so he's going to be messing shit up. That's when you have to hard block to guarantee that you guys don't lose spawns. You see, you have to just let this idiot do what he's doing. This is just a random example. This might not be a good or bad play, just a random example. Let's say he's standing there, right? You don't want to lose your side, so that you have to play for spawns even more. Because imagine you stand here now and somebody sneaks through underground. What's going to happen? They're going to spawn you out because your teammates all the way there. So you need to block spawns even more because your teammates don't know what they're doing. You see where I'm coming from? So when you said to me like, oh, like, but my team, I'm like, yeah, that makes you have to block spawns even more because your teammates don't know what they're doing. But the thing is, the enemies don't know what they're doing either. So you're the only one, Taz, in these lobbies that understands spawns to this detail. So you need to take the advantage from it, okay? That's the big thing. That's what I'm trying to say. Is don't worry about your teammates. You just take care of spawns. Okay, so right now you're holding for the bad side. Let's push forward. And this is what I mean by tunnel vision, bro. I know you have the ability to outslay. Unfortunately, in these lobbies, I want you to not think about the kills and think about the win. Let me show you what I mean. Right now, we got spawns for next. Great comms, okay? But look at this situation. Look at the arrows. Right now, you have, forget you, look at your teammates, okay? You got one teammate watching the left lane. You have second teammate watching the left lane. You have third teammate watching the left lane. As the fourth teammate, what is the one lane you shouldn't watch?
Probably the middle lane.
No. I said, what is the one lane you should not watch?
Oh, the left lane.
Yeah, you should not watch the left lane. Where do you go? Left lane. You see, this is the discipline I want you to have, okay? This is the discipline I want you to have. To realize, you're helping your team. I don't care about this lane. Why? Because right now, what if there's somebody, you tell me, you help me out here. What if somebody's taking this route? Let me show you through tac maps. Think about your team, okay? Again, this isn't happening in this lobby, but this will happen in better lobbies where I'm training you for, those elite lobbies. Right now, you're standing there. And this is what's going on. Your teammate dies. Okay, cool. You have 3 teammates watching this way now. I've got just one question. Your teammate just dies there. He's in the def can. There's 2 going through there. I just have one question. What happens if this guy is roaming around going through there right now? What's happening right now? You are leaving him. You are giving him a chance to go through. So when P4 pops, guess what? Guess where this guy's going to spawn? He's going to spawn out. He's going to get some random spawn over there because he's blocking the back. You see? So you should be actually realizing, yes, there's 25 seconds left. You have 3 people on the left, even 2 people. You should say, right, I should be top right or statue, not letting anyone get past. Now, even if no one goes here and you chill here for 20 seconds, that's fine because you then know, what do you know now? You know that no one is here. You have so much map control. You're fine. You sitting here is perfect. If you get a kill, great. If you don't find anyone, that's fine. It means you have map control. And that's what I want you to be comfortable with. But right now, I feel like you're trying to help your teammates a lot, but by doing that, you're giving up empty lanes. I don't want you to care about what your teammates say. I want you to realize, right, I'm actually playing well. You may have 5 less engagements. That's fine because you're playing your role well, doing this, picking up those empty gaps in these situations. What were you going to say?
And I used to play like this a little bit more, you know, and then towards the end of the match, people's like, man, you only got like 20 seconds on.
Yeah,
like,
okay, what rank are they? What rank are they? What rank are they?
They're either gold or platinum.
And what rank are you trying to get?
Diamond.
I'll be harsh, bro. There's a reason why they're stuck in gold. It's because they're playing COD the wrong way, and that's fine. That's okay. I'm not throwing shade. I'm just saying they're trying to throw shade at your KD, but I've hit iridescent on almost 2 accounts, right? So I'm telling you, it's like the way that these guys are playing. It's like, let me explain. Like, it's like Tazi, they're brainwashing you to stay in gold. They're like, yo, play like us. But you playing like them is why they're in gold. You see where I'm coming from? It's like, I'm trying to capture you. I'm like, yo, bro, why are you listening to them? They're giving you the bad plays. This is useful. If they push and Z's, maybe getting kills that are maybe, you know, effective, but not as effective as this kill. You see that death right there? This guy right here, Taz? This is a great read from you. But if you went earlier, even earlier, guess where you would have been? Where would you have been? Up top window. And guess what you would have done? You would have seen him from the top right window. You would have seen him go through. That's an easier kill. You see where I'm coming from? Well, I want you to be faster because of things like that, okay? Because now look, now you see him again right here. You got a stun. Got to be a bit quicker there. Play better angles. You go through. You're looking for one. He's already pushed through. He's already at the back door. You got to be quicker. You got to be quicker. It's too slow. He's already at the back door. And now you're sitting here and you don't really know what's going on. So you see how if you were quicker, it would have been easier. Would have been more helpful. Little things like that. Okay. Even right there. He's gone through. He hasn't crossed. You know he hasn't crossed the hill. So slide counter to the left. I want you slide counter to the left here and head glitching and pre-aiming here. You see you're going through. Just little things like that. And now guess what? You guys spawn out. All because of that one play. All because of that one play. Now how valuable was that guy's 2-piece? It didn't matter. But if you did this right here, if earlier, right here, okay? If you spawned right here and went to the top right, you would have got 60 on the next hill. Do you see how impactful that is? Let me show you why. Because this guy right here, this is irrelevant. That kill is irrelevant. You go through, you would have been top right already. This guy, you would have killed him now. He wouldn't have gone through there. Because you would have stopped him right there. That little lane, he wasn't going to get through. You would have been ready. You see you go through, right there, he would have been dead. This guy is the one who broke the hill. Because look, he goes through, he slows you down, you get the kill. Now look how far you spawn out. They're on 70 seconds. Let's see what they get to at the end. Again, bro, I'm sorry, but these lobbies are not good, bro. Look at this. You're running through. There's no one. Look at this. There's no one watching the front. So please don't listen to the people in these lobbies. I need you to mute your comms, bro. I know you're in game chat, bro. Honestly, I actually don't even want you in game chat anymore. These guys don't know what they're doing. You're just, I feel bad for you because I feel so bad. You're like trying to calm and be useful, bro. Once you get to diamond, I think people have a little bit more sense there. The thing about gold and platinums is there's so many different players in there. There's so many different types of players in there. It's sometimes hard to climb out because everyone's playing the wrong way. But you're seeing others play like that. So it's like kind of like a frenzy of people just doing nothing and they're just running around. And look right now, how are they not watching over you, bro? That's crazy to me. The fact that they're not watching the front is insane to me.
It's funny, like I was playing it, and you know, someone in plat 2 or plat 1, he was like, "You gotta stay close to the hard point. You know, don't be far away." And
that's what I'm saying, bro. You got to mute them. I'm telling you.
You're right. I was like, maybe you're right, and I started playing that way. I started playing close to the hard point.
It's situational. There's no right way of playing. There's no one way of sitting somewhere, man. It's not a thing. There's no one way of doing something. It's just situational.
Yeah.
Look at this, for example. Remember when I said holding is better sometimes? Look at this. Look at this. Your teammate now on the bottom. Look how useful this is for you. Look at that. You held it, and now that's so useful. So things like that are really, really useful, okay? The only thing I would say, again, is getting tunnel visioned. Right now, look at the minimap. What you should have done is say, okay, I get this kill. My teammates have pushed up as 3 down. Let me watch the right. Like, I don't know why you always go forward. Sometimes you can, instead of going forward, you could just make sure you have map control left to right as well when you have a lane. Now, right now, you should go left to right and make sure you have like the left covered, then the right covered, and push them coming from their side. You see where I'm coming from? Like right now, you should realize your teammates got the left, your other teammates pushed up middle, you've killed someone here. The only way they could come right now is going far right lane. So maybe just back off and play the far right here. But look, you go forward for no reason, and you kind of just, you know, now like you push up. What if he's behind you? He could easily, there could be one there. Now I think your teammates got 4, so it looks okay. But again, right now you're sitting on hill. I don't mind this, but I feel like as an AR, you could have just watched over them. What you could have done now is held Catwalk or held the far right street, because I feel like they're going to come through the right door. You got your equipment. I would chuck a stun and nade here as soon as possible, just because you're probably going to die from multiple angles. He's Catwalk. Okay, that's fine. 3 go down. So even right there, when you get 4 down, what should you be doing right now? You should be trying to push out and manipulate the spawns. You have 2 people on the hill. You should be trying to manipulate the spawns a bit more. We're not gonna address that. We're not gonna address that.
I threw it directly ahead of me. I don't know what the hell happened. You know, was it like a?
I've no idea. But now you can see again. Look at the late rotations, and look, they're giving it to you, bro. This is one thing in these lobbies. They're giving you the spawn. They're just giving it for free. You just spawn there for free. So this is what I'm saying to you, like, bro. If you just play rotations, you're gonna get the spawns every single time. You're by yourself here. I want to see you get a better spot. Right now, okay, what if I say, all right, Tazi, they came through the far right. How are you stopping them? You're not, because look how far up you are. If you're by yourself here, again, play at the back, play by yourself, just play your life a bit more in these situations. You see how pushed up you are? Okay. What if they come through the far right? They're going to pinch you, okay? You're holding the lane, your teammate's got that middle. So just about thinking, like right now, what you could have done is this. Why not go to the right top? You know that top room that you love? You know that top room, what's it called? Trophy, right? Yeah. Why don't you go there now? Right. This is the perfect time to go there. This is the perfect time to go there because you can watch the whole right street and your teammates have left control. Your teammates have left, your other teammates have middle. The only empty lane is the right lane. Do you see how I'm looking at this? I'm looking at literally I'm looking at it as lanes. My teammate left lane is clear, middle lane is clear. Let me check out right. If anyone's there, you get a kill. If no one's there, you start backing away. But you just got to clear out space a bit more. What do you think about that?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Because right now, look, you're kind of tunnel vision. Look, you're sitting where you are. They're all coming through the right, and guess where he came from? He just came through your right. He literally just came through your right there, Tazzy.
Yeah.
Okay. He came through the right.
I know I'm going to keep saying this, but I'm trying to also see how I can do better.
Yeah.
I was just trying to block the spawns for the next hard point.
And this is where you're going wrong. This is where you're going wrong. You are paranoid about the like blocking the spawns. You're looking at it wrong. I'm going to show you exactly how in TAC maps. Okay. In this situation, we're on P2. Your teammates have this. This is your teammate setup. Okay. They have something like this. Right, let's just say this. You sitting here is not going to make them spawn behind you. Okay? So you need to just look at it to take up space. You sitting here, okay, maybe you're blocking the spawn. But you'll just leave. Like right now, if I show you this, look at the issue. Forget everything else. Forget the red for a second. Do you just see the issue right now? If I said, where's the space on the map? It's quite obvious and clear. There's a whole gap here. Do you see that gap? Yeah, Tazi? So like you should just identify that gap and say, right, I'm going to go to the right. I'm going to stay here for a second because then you have everything. They can't spawn behind you. You have everything. They have to spawn there. And then you look, okay? Now what you would have seen is one kill. You would have killed that guy. Once you kill that guy, he spawns back there. You could have then backed away if you wanted to and just kind of chilled around there and sense the pressure. You need to be like bro, you need to be like a sniffer dog, bro. You need to sense the pressure where they're coming from and make a play around there. Right now you're sitting there blocking spawns, but you're leaving so much space to the right that they're if they wanted to, they would have just gone behind you.
Yeah, but I guess I didn't know that if I was, you know, in that trophy area, right?
Yeah.
I didn't know that that would have blocked the spawn as well.
But that's what I'm saying. It's not about blocking spawns. That's what I'm saying. When I say you're thinking about it wrong, I want you to kind of, that's what I'm trying to help you change. Okay. It's like you're hard blocking the spawns doing this. You sitting there, I don't know the exact spot you need to be, but like right now, if you have like how can the game spawn? They're not going to spawn them there. That just doesn't make sense. The game, for the most part, the spawns make sense. There's a few weird times, right? But for the most part, like my point is you're being, this is what a lot of people do, by the way. It's not just you, but people are so like, I need to block spawns, I need to block spawns. Like, bro, like you sitting here is useless if you're not watching anything on the map because you're giving them an area. So like, I'd rather you sit here because it's still kind of blocking spawns and you're having so much map pressure that you're not letting them get through. You're just taking up space on the map. Like right now, if I asked you where to spawn them, where would you spawn the red team? Okay, where would you spawn the red team right now? A or B?
Yeah.
Where would you spawn the red team right now if you were the game?
A.
It's obvious, right? Like that's the way it is though, bro. The only time it gets complicated is when there's like, for example, let's say I don't know, he's there or like, you know what I'm saying? Like it gets weird. But for the most part, if you push like an obvious spot, like for example, right here, if you just go like, I'm going to stand on the right, then you're not losing those spawns. And another thing is you're just checking it out. This is the difference. Okay, you standing here, right? My point was this. Why not go there once? Because if you see this, let's say you see this and no one's here, what does that mean? It means, let's say he's on this corner, okay? So let's say he's at this corner and you look and you don't see him and then you leave. You still know no one's pushing you for at least 10 seconds. So you know you have 10 seconds of time to set up. Where when you stood here, you just had no information on the right. Another thing is if you're going to block it like from here, I don't mind you going further back and fully blocking it where you can watch the pinch from a deeper angle. So let me explain this bit again. This is really important, okay? If you get 4 down, then I don't mind you pushing up here because you can keep them trapped. Let's say you don't know whether you spawned up, but you don't know if they pushed already. You don't know if they're already there, right? What do? Then you can back away because you're playing reinforced. You're playing a back line because you don't know if they've pushed up already. You see where I'm coming from?
Right.
Like if you know that they're dead, then you could push up. If you don't know they're dead, you think they're still around there, then you play a back line. that's it. But right now, and now look how far out you spawn. So you blocking the spawns there. This is another thing. You block the spawns, but as soon as you died, you're not blocking anything, right? So your life is more valuable. That was another point. You're blocking the spawns. Cool, I understand that. But what's the point blocking it if you're going to die and leave a lane open? You're just going to die anyways.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
I like how you're playing. You're playing selfless. You're trying to hold spawns. But it's just a few little things we need to tweak and change, okay? Because now, look, you're like, oh, we spawned far out. And it's frustrating, and I get it. And your teammates should be helping you. But like we said, in these type of lobbies, they're not going to be helping you. You just need to realize, okay, I need to hold the spawns, block it properly and stuff like that. Slide cancel here. Just like that. You say we slide cancel on you, I need you to do that. I need you to be faster. Right now, look how slow you were in the transition. And when I say this again, this isn't me being like harsh. This is just honest feedback for you because I know we've worked together a few times. It's not like I know you can take it and like actually improve from it. Like right now, look at the map. He's there on the map, okay? As soon as you see that on the map, boom, slide cancel, take him out. But let's see, look how long it takes you. Look, you're standing here, look. You're kind of standing, you're like shouldering. You need to be quicker. He cameraed you should have cameraed him there. Right, that's the pacing I want you to set. Let's keep going. So right now, about halfway through, and you can see it's the same concepts, exact same concepts. Okay, we're just going to kind of forward it now and see if there's anything different. Okay, so let's keep going. Do you have any questions? We can kind of leave it playing. If you have any questions, we can kind of go through while the gameplay is playing.
We're good.
Did that all make sense though?
Yeah, it does. It's just hard, you know, because
of course, I don't want it to be easy.
Doing the same thing, and then I'm like, everyone's getting mad. They're like, bro, you only have 20 seconds on the hill.
I promise you, turn your game chat off. Turn your game chat off in these lobbies. I know it's counterproductive because I normally give the opposite advice, but for you, I want to give you the other advice now because you're actually playing selfless. So let me explain to you. Most people are playing selfish, right? And I recommend them use game chat. They're playing selfish, okay? So I'm like, yo, use game chat to become selfless. Because game chat, you can communicate more with your team and you can play the right way. Your problem is you're playing selfless. In game chat, you're getting flamed, and then you're doing the other thing. You're doing the worst thing. You're becoming more selfish in terms of you're making the wrong plays that benefit your engagement line over the plays that you originally make. You see where I'm coming from when I say selfish and selfless? Like your instincts is actually positive, but you going in game chat is training your negative instincts. It's completely opposite of what most people have. Like, you're making the plays, you're doing the right thing, but then you're doing the wrong thing because you're scared you're going to get flamed for a certain thing. Which I understand, by the way. I understand, because you're like, oh shit, I have no kills. Like, surely, you know, I'm kind of costing the team. But it's not about that.
Yeah.
Good shots. That's 2 down. So right now, 3 down, push through. I would say push through the right here. Start pushing through. Because we want to manipulate the spawns, right? And this is another thing. You see every kill you're getting? What you're doing here is you're holding P3, but all you're doing is giving them a good P4 setup. Again, in this situation, it works out okay because they don't know what they're doing. But do you see what I'm saying right now? For me, this is a really bad play because you're giving them P4. But the problem is in these gold lobbies is somehow you staying there, you still fucking get P4. They just give it to you for free. They literally gave you P4 for free. You see that? Did you anchor this spawn? Did you get this spawn? No, they just gave it to you for free. So my point is, you're playing the wrong way. You're playing on the other tower, and they gave you the god spawns. Imagine if you played up here like you were supposed to. You would get this time you just got from this side. Yeah. Right now, look at the minimap.
I hear you on that. It's so funny that spawns always flip. They always
flip, but that's why. This is why, because no one knows what they're doing. So for example, right here, if I was the enemy, we're holding that side, but look, the enemy's probably pushed up there. The enemy's probably behind you, and they're giving them the bad spawn. So yeah, you're right, the spawns always flip because no one knows what they're doing. So I want you to be that anchor for your team, that stable guy that's just understanding the map. Right now, look at the minimap. What's open?
I just feel like I started doing that, and because I have no control, the spawns are gonna flip, and it was like I wasted my time.
No, but you do have control. You do have control. The one thing you're not taking enough space on the map, though. Like, I'm seeing you when you're playing the right way, but you're still not taking enough space on the map. It's still not perfect enough. Like, you're kind of getting, it's like the way you're looking at it is like, oh, I'm doing the spawns, I'm still not getting it, but it's because you're not taking enough space. You're still leaving gaps. Let me show you right now, okay? So bro, by the way, you're one of the most selfless plays. This is really good. Like, I think we can fix your problem today after this VOD review. If you kind of just watch this back and like kind of soak it in, I think you'll be fixed immediately. Then it comes down to mechanic reps, okay? Like, you are in a really good spot. Like, look at this. Let me show you an example. Right now, watching the left makes sense. This is fine. Watch the left, help your team, chuck your stuns, chuck your nades, okay? Right now, watch middle. Right now, watch middle. Why? Because you have 2 people on the left, you have 1 on the right. Look at middle. Who's watching middle right now?
Nobody.
So this is what I'm talking about, the gaps. But you're not going to watch middle. You're going to watch left. You're going to leave middle, leave middle, leave middle, leave middle, leave middle, leave middle, leave middle. You're not going to check middle. You're going to go down. You're not going to check middle. You're going to go to the back. This whole time, you see you've left middle, and guess who's on the hill? They probably came through middle, bro. They probably, honestly, they probably just ran through there into the front. Yeah. Did you see this whole time I was tweaking? You didn't check it? And right now, where are you going? Through the front. Why are you going? You should be going through the back. Why? You should be focusing on blocking the spawns here. You should be making sure, right now, first of all, this was a bad play that we went through, but as soon as your teammate dies in there, what should you be doing? You should say, oh shit, my team dies. He's going to spawn out because we're both blocking the spawns, right? I need to lock down this area so they don't get the kills. I need to watch this area. I need to sit here no matter what and block the spawns so they don't have it. But look, you go through the front because again, you're getting tunnel vision. Like, shit, I need to help my teammate. Going through the front, going through the front, going through the front. You're 2v1. You're going through. You're going to get traded. And now look, you lose your spawns. You get the kill. This guy should have killed you. You get fortunate there, bro. You get fortunate. You go through. I'll be honest, you should have, he should have killed you there. His teammate should have killed you there. I need you blocking the spawns. Again, look at the back, bro. The back's open. No one's blocking spawns. They come behind you. Yeah. See how I called it? It's just, I'm looking what's empty. There's so many things empty, and it's just, I want you to be a bit faster. Now, this takes time. It takes time to drill and kind of go through. So don't worry too much, but that little sequence, you see where I just went through right there? Where how you could have avoided it?
We had the hard point. Why didn't we get the spawns there?
Because they're knowing, bro, they're not the same thing, man. The hard points are relevant to the spawns in terms of, like, this is another thing, like, you keep looking at it wrong in terms of, like, bro, we're on the hill. You're getting really bad habits from the game chat people. They're tricking you, Tazzy. What's going on, man? Tazzy, because these guys are lying to you, Tazzy. Who is it, bro? Let's ban them, man. We need to block them. Like, right now.
It's everyone, bro. It's everyone.
But you know how spawns work because we went through it earlier. So I actually asked you this exact same question with tac maps. I asked you right now with tac maps what happens, and you told me the answer. So you know the answer, but your in-game is thinking like a gold player. Your in-game is listening to the game chat. What you just said to me is, we have the hill. Yeah, okay, that's great, Tazzy. But who's got the fucking back? Not you, Tazzy. Not you. Right now, they had someone coming through there. They have someone here. So right now, where would the game spawn you? Why would the game spawn you at the back because you have the hill? Like right now, if we stop right here, okay? Yeah. Let's say this is a situation. These 3 are dead, okay? Realistically, the game is going to say blue spawn is open, okay? So these guys might spawn there. and red spawns there. That's literally what they might do. Yes, you've got the hill, but they have the spawn. So you need to have the spawn, because look how close it is to the hill. You're prioritizing the hill over the spawns, Tazzy. Red flag. We never want to do that. We always want it right there. That's where you made a mistake.
Yeah.
First of all, you made a mistake here because you should have watched middle, right? They should have watched middle. Look at the window, watch middle, watch middle, watch middle. Okay, right now, what should we do? We've let go of we should have watched middle early, but we didn't. So what do we do here? Instead of going hill, we prioritize spawns. We make sure we have our spawns. You see, we safeguard the spawns, okay?
Right.
Because we go through, look, now you get the kills, but I want you to pay attention to the minimap. Your teammates spawn there. Your teammates we have spawns right now. Your teammates spawn there. But look where it goes wrong. Right now, look at the minimap. You're all watching the right, no one's watching middle. As soon as your teammate spawns out, that's a red flag. Why? That means, what does that mean? It means an opponent is blocking the back spawns. You see that? You see that?
So because nobody had the back garden area, that's why they spawned my teammate all the way up.
It's because, no, remember, they're two different things. So this one I want you to understand. It doesn't matter if your teammate has the back right now. Remember what we said? Even if your teammate has the back, even if your teammate is standing right there, okay? So your teammate's the blue guy, right?
Well, I'm saying that he didn't kill the enemy back there. If there was an enemy back there, he didn't kill him.
Well, the point is the enemy may have come through this door here, though. He might have just got there now.
Yeah.
The point is there's an enemy blocking the back. Whether your teammate is blocking it or not, it doesn't matter. He is also blocking it. So as soon as you see your teammate spawn out, though, that should have triggered it for you. Like right now. As soon as you get through, like right now, you see there's 3 of you here. As soon as your teammate spawns out, all that means is somebody might have gone through that far left door, bro. That far left building. So someone's behind you right now. Do you see how I know that? Because my teammate spawned out. Right. But look, this is why I said behind you, and they came behind you. That's why, because I saw your teammate spawn out. So look, that guy was on top. One must have been behind you. So it's all about looking at the map. Look, you spawned out here. That means they're probably at the back because none of your team are there. Okay? Little plays like that. You goes through, and now you spawn at the back again. Do you see it's like a roller coaster? Look at you, I got spawns, I got spawns. Because no one's blocking shit.
That's what I've told you. Every time I play, the spawns always flip. And
because no one's blocking it though. But you need to be that guy, bro. You need to be that guy for your team. Like right now, look, you're watching the hill, you're sitting on the hill with your teammates. I don't need you here. There's 15 seconds. Go, fly, bro. Why are you with your team? Let your teammate have it. Fly. Just run around faster. Now, you're not playing bad, by the way, but you're playing like a really, really good plat. You're playing like a really good plat. Okay?
Okay.
What do you think about that? You're playing like a really good plat.
Actually, I'm proud of it, to be honest. But
like my point is the way
I'm trying to be better than that.
Yeah, well, the way plats play, you're playing like the best version of that. I hope that makes sense. So I want you to start playing like a good diamond and just changing a bit more and a good crimson by just changing a little bit more. Because right now you're playing, bro, the way you're playing for your current skill set and the way you're understanding the game, you're actually playing well. But the way you're fundamentally playing is slightly wrong. And that's why you're getting frustrated because you're like, I'm playing pretty decent for my level, but why am I stuck here? And that's what I'm trying to show you where you're going wrong a little bit, okay? It's these plays here, for example, like look how much time you guys are fighting for, but I need you taking those routes and going to the bigger picture and the spawns. Like when it's 15 seconds left here, leave your team here, start going, because you said to me no one plays for spawns, right? So you need to go right now. You need to go right now. Go to the left. Your teammates on the far left, you should have went through the left there and flipped the spawns. Because you die, look how far you are now. 5 seconds, again, go through the left. Go through the left, go quick, go through the left, but you take a route. Okay? Good kills, great kills. There's one at the back here. So you know one's there. He's on your left. Look at the mini-map. He's right there. Again, mechanically, which one you be a bit faster on your slide cancels? A little bit faster in your movement and stuff. You're behind one. Look on your left. Just pinch it, bro. Pinch him quickly. You know he's on the hill. Pinch him. Okay, perfect. Now they're going to be perfect. They're going to spawn out. You were blocking that. You're fine. They're going to spawn middle here. They're going to spawn middle. Chuck a stun and grenade there. Great. Perfect. Reposition. Slide to the right. Okay, so what you did there was fine, but just be a little bit quicker with your slide. So chuck a stun and grenade and slide to the right there. Just be a bit smooth with your omni movement. But that's perfect. Okay. You see you're holding this? This is good. This is fine. This is great. Now, one thing being really fussy is you don't really want to block these spawns near the end of P2, if that makes sense. Right. You want to start pushing up because it's P2's done. Okay, we're going to keep going through.
Well, we've talked about that already. Too,
yeah, exactly. We speak about that. Yeah, perfect. But overall, it's not bad, bro. Overall, it's not bad. You're back to your favorite spot, aren't you?
Yeah, exactly.
So we keep it up. Let's see what you do. What about now? How do you think? What do you think is going on here? Well, it's just very, bro. It's the exact same thing. Exact same thing as the other one. And now, guess what? You're gonna get the good spawns probably. They're gonna give you the good spawns.
Yeah.
No? Okay. They didn't give you good spawns just yet here.
Is this a good route?
Is that a good route? Is that a good route? It is a good route. It's just, it's not an amazing. Okay, this is the exact route that guy took earlier. And remember when I said you were statue?
Yeah.
If you were where I wanted you to be, which was up here, you would have killed this player. Same thing now. If an opponent was up there, they would have killed you. So it's not a bad route. It's just none of them were watching it. So it didn't really matter, if that made sense. But yeah, there was nothing wrong with it. It was fine. But one thing from here, this is where you're going wrong. You're not playing at the back again, bro. You need to be going to the back to block it. You keep going and cutting in and trying to get mixy with the hill. Your job right now is to block the spawns for new and spawn them out. But you're kind of mixing your jobs together. Look, you're going to the hill. I don't care about kills right now. I need you blocking the back. Right there, that little route, like, you're just making, like, bro, you're getting away with it because they don't know what they're doing, is my point. Like, right now, if that guy peeked that window, he takes your head off and you just wasted the whole route. So if you get through here, you need to be going left here and get into the back to block the spawns.
So,
like, you should be in that building. You should be in that building.
So,
yeah.
Me being right here by this statue, am I not blocking the spawns for next?
No, but it's not about blocking the spawns here. It's just not a good spot because they're going to kill you. You're blocking the spawns, yes, but you're vulnerable to them. I need you. You're right what you're saying. You are blocking the spawns here to an extent because you're just standing here. But my point is, bro, if they they should be up this window. Do you agree with that? They should be up here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ideally, they should be up there. Yeah.
As in, they've got this side of the map, so they should have somebody in that window. My point is, if that guy in the window, if he did a slide cancel right now to this window, he kills you.
Yeah.
So my point isn't about this statue not blocking the spawns. Again, that's what I'm saying. You keep saying, oh, but this is blocking the spawns. It's not about that. It's saying it's not optimal because it's just you're out in the open. Like, my point is, if you go to the very back there and play and pinch them, you're harder to kill. But right now, like, look, you're going through. What if he peeked this window now? He kills you. He kills you. He kills you. He kills you. You're going to the statue right now. As soon as you kill one, look, you're going. Look, what are you going for? You're going for the kills here. You're not going for the spawn. If one of them,
I'm trying to block spawns and also cut off any of the enemies rotating.
But the problem is this: you're blocking spawns. But bro, if you're in my lobby right now, you're dead 5-10 seconds ago, and you spawn out. So the point is, do you see what I'm saying? Though you're getting away with it in this lobby, and this is what I'm saying. It's quite difficult because you're building bad habits. Like this right now for me.
Let's say I went just straight to garden.
Bro, even if you go up there, for a second and scout it, I don't mind that. Getting a kill, then back into the back, just be annoying, but playing your life. Like, you need to play your life here. My point is, you're going to this area you're not playing your life at all. You're blocking spawns, but anyone there should kill you. Is my point.
Okay, so you're saying if I had taken a different route, maybe through garden or that top balcony, I could have the rotations, block the spawns, and also pick people off.
Yes, and play your life. Yes, and you would have been able to hold your life because right now, how do you defend yourself? Like right now, how do you defend yourself against a second guy? You don't. Like this guy, if that's what my point is, you're killing them because they don't know what they're doing. But if they were better, they would kill you. So it works out here. So that's what I'm saying. So when I say you're playing like the best plat, as a plat, that was perfect. You see what I'm saying? And you played that perfectly for your current play style. But I'm trying to say is, you're going to get punished because against a Crimson, he doesn't even let you get there. He kills you. You spawn all the way out and then you get 100-point club and you're like, bro, what's the difference? And that's the difference. It's just getting rid of those little plays. Right now, again, you got a stun and a grenade. No one's watching middle. Your whole team's on P3. You haven't once checked middle. You see, you're tunnel visioned. So right now, you should look middle and right. You should watch both. You see, you come through Catwalk. You're by yourself. And look, it's just the angle you're sitting at. Just like we went through earlier. I'd rather you up top there. So just being a bit quicker to those positions, okay? Great nade. You go through, you should be fine here. You got the spawns. So right there, he probably blocked it because he probably came from the building on the left. So where he probably came from was the building on the left there. Like behind him. It's probably behind them. So you go through. So yeah, so you see right there, you actually see on the map, he's actually shooting your teammates from there. So he came from that building. And again, if you just took up more space on the right, you would have got a few more easy kills there. So the point is you're playing fine, but there's so many easy, I feel like in this lobby, you could get like a 50 bomb, bro. Like your shot's fine in this lobby, but you could get like a 50 bomb right there. You know they're at the back. You know they're at the back. They're all shooting from the back. You know they're at the back right now, okay? You go through. Your teammates get through. You know they're coming through the back. They spawn there because none of your team's blocking it. As soon as you get this kill, what you should do immediately, slide council right, and watch that back fucking door. Because right now, if they come through the front, your teammate is watching that. He's right there. They come behind you, fair enough. But the quickest route for them is that back door. You need to be slide canceling around the corner and just shooting that back door. But look what you do. You kind of stand there, you go through, and look, you're watching the front door, you're kind of turning. You should be holding that door, chucking a stun, chucking a grenade right there, okay? And look, you turn around, you see that? Little plays like that. Just being quicker with that. Look, you came through that door, you would have won that. You see where I'm coming from? Yeah. If you slid around, you would have won that.
Yeah, I should be a little bit faster there.
And it's just about, like I said, you're not playing bad, but it's like you're playing like the best play. I think the current playstyle you're playing, you're doing everything right. So I need you to change the playstyle. I need you to adapt your playstyle a bit more because it's not working, and this is why. It's just not as impactful as it should be. And like it's really hard to explain because like you're right in terms of like you're playing well, bro. Like you're 48 and 23. The stat line is not bad, but then you're winning by 20 points. So my point, like we spoke about, is like if you're getting a 2 KD, just you getting a 2 KD, I'm telling you, if you had the 2 KD playing the way I wanted you to, this should be 250 to like 130. You see where I'm coming from? If you're getting a 2 KD, I want it to be 250 to 130, not 250 to 228. Now, obviously, there's different variables like your teammates. I don't care about them. I'm worried about you. And that's how you get there. Is by changing the way you play, but having the same stat line and you're going to fry people. That's kind of the main difference.
Right. Yeah, and, with that play style, because, I used to play that way. And,
yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. To him. I used to play that way. I used to play more fundamental, and now you're doing it sometimes.
I wouldn't get kills, and then I wouldn't get any time.
Yeah, but there's a reason why as well.
I'm playing it, but I'm not playing it the right way.
Yeah. Even though when you're playing that right way, that's what we want to improve. So basically, this is the way it went, okay? You were playing the right way. We just had to tune it, but then you started adding bad habits into your game, which improved your stat line. So you basically, you have more stats now, but you're less fundamental. But you just saw a 2.3 KD, and how many small mistakes did I show you that cost you spawns? Where the old version of you, if you just held the angle. And another thing is like we said, is like sometimes you're playing like off angles where there's no pressure. So I want to help you read the pressure so you know where to go. So you're still having impactful stats and playing the right way. But it takes time. Just get rid of those bad habits that these stupid goals are giving you. Don't listen to them, Tazzy. You know that, bro. You're better than them. Don't listen to them. The people that shit, do you remember people I coach that are like, yo, I'm getting shit talk because I went neutral. I'm like, bro, don't listen to these guys, man. They're losing. They don't know what they're doing. They're giving you bad spawns. They're just running around getting kills. Yeah. Did you have any other questions on that?
It's hard to keep perspective because, like,
that's what I'm here for.
I can tell you, I'm gonna go play and I'm gonna follow your strategies to a certain extent, and then I'm not gonna get the kills. I'm not gonna get the time. And I'll be like,
no, but then you're not following my strategies then.
The wrong way.
No, but then you're not following my strategies. You're doing halfway. Remember what we said? You're playing the right way, but not correctly yet. You're playing like semi the right way. So I need you to play that way, and then we can correct that. Bro, think about it like this.
It's hard to keep perspective.
Let me show you exactly how it is.
Playing by myself and not say, man, what the fuck am I doing wrong?
Let me show you exactly like it is. Okay, you're trying to go somewhere west. Okay. You're going west at 10 miles per hour. Now, someone else is driving northwest at 50 miles per hour, and they're laughing at you for going slow. Instead of you staying west, you're going northwest now at 30 miles per hour. You're like, I'm doing it. I'm like, where are you going, bro? You're going the wrong way. You're not going the right way. Yeah. Come back west. Yeah. Yes, you're slow now, but I'm going to teach you how to improve your speed, but you need to go the right direction. Otherwise, what's the point in improving your speed if you're going the wrong direction? Right. So you're letting some guy laugh at you. The guy's going south, bro. He's not even going the same way as you, and he's laughing at you. He's like, you haven't got that kill. But so I'm saying, play the right way. Then we'll improve your pacing. Okay. Yeah. And in these lobbies, you can play whatever way you want, and you should be able to win by just outskilling them. So I definitely want you to work on your mechanics, because right now your shot is fine. Your movement is a little bit stale. Your shot is actually fine, but your movement is not fluent enough. You're not slide cancelling around anywhere in terms of corners and finessing and omni movement.
I've been aware of that. That's something I need to work on. I don't even know how to drop shot or jump shot.
It takes time. It takes time. So, yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's okay. That's okay. But yeah, I'm gonna end that one there because I've got another one. But we'll catch up in a second after the session. YouTube, hope you guys.